What's going on, guys? Welcome to Everything Always. My name's Michael Roman, aka All Fires. Now, if it sort of feels like it's X-Men everywhere you turn in the MCU right now, it's because it is. Not only is X-Men 97 about to enter its multiple-part finale, but you've also got Deadpool and Wolverine, which is set to feature maybe more than a couple of returning X-Men, and of course, all this new news about an X-Men reboot in the MCU and possibly during the multiverse saga. Deadline first reported that Marvel Studios would start meeting with writers earlier this year, and Production Weekly recently followed that up and confirmed they'll actually start filming next year. Well, today we have some absolutely massive updates. According to one industry insider, they're close to hiring a writer for said X-Men reboot, and then we got a ton of details from a different industry insider talking about the plot, what they're looking to do with the film and the team, who they want to involve, and what's going on specifically with the writer. We're breaking down all the latest updates as they pertain to the new X-Men team coming in the MCU for the X-Men reboot. But first, if you could grab the subscribe button. We do daily Marvel content at the channel, and that's all we do. Everything from official Easter egg breakdowns, trailers, and reviews, to the occasional industry insider report and everything in between. So if that sort of thing's for you, hit the subscribe button, leave a comment down below. That will automatically enter you to win our ongoing PS5 giveaway. The next one is right around the corner to coincide with X-Men 97's finale next month. Again, all you gotta do, be a subscriber, leave a comment if you want, stick around to the end of the video. We get into all the giveaway stuff again there. Okay, so this news actually broke late yesterday within the last 24 hours from industry insider Daniel Rickman. You guys can follow him over at RPK News on Twitter. Again, one of the most trusted sources in the industry, who had to say this about the upcoming X-Men reboot, quote, "So I hear that Marvel is looking for a writer who can handle both comedy and drama. It sounds like they don't want their X-Men to be purely comedic. Additionally, I've heard that they want to focus on the female characters. They also want to introduce members we haven't seen in live action alongside original members that we all know and love." Now, obviously, Marvel Studios has sort of developed this style where they punctuate a lot of their serious moments with some humor to give it some levity, but really I feel like it's just a bad impression of what James Gunn was able to do with the dynamics in his writing. I really feel like I miss the days where Marvel sort of took itself more seriously and stopped trying to undercut itself in every serious moment with the joke. But of course, coming up in Deadpool and Wolverine, I guess I'm gonna have to curb sort of my enthusiasm for them getting back to more serious stuff. That being said, the X-Men 97 cartoon has proved you can definitely have full helpings of both and make for an extremely interesting and dynamic story. That's what the X-Men have always called for, and so when it comes to this specific writer, they're definitely looking for someone who can definitely run the whole gamut, not the gambit, the gamut. Let's use our words correctly here, pun maybe intended, and actually capture both the comedic and the drama. Now, that being said, and switching over just a second to a separate industry insider, earlier in the week and coming from Jeff Snyder over on the Hot Mic podcast, he announced that Marvel Studios was close to hiring said writer and that we would get an announcement in the next couple of weeks, which I always love scoops and updates like that because another couple of weeks is right around the corner. We'll be able to verify whether it was true or not, but his track record is proven, so is Daniel RPK's. Now, moving on from there, saying that they want to focus on the female characters is totally okay with me because X-Men undoubtedly have some of the best female characters, and I feel like there's a lot to explore with characters like Rogue and Storm, who could have their own films in the MCU and have their origin stories at least done justice with the story that they want to tell in the MCU. Now, I'm also down for them wanting to focus on characters and introduce characters that we haven't seen with live action, especially considering that the X-Men stories have gone super deep, especially in the last 5 or 8 years. There are so many new characters for them to explore, but I don't want them to skip over some of the OG members. I know that we're getting a ton of X-Men love right now with the X-Men 97 TV show, and it just re-enthused me to see the MCU's take and to reboot this all. And I do find it a little interesting that Marvel Studios has chosen to go with, say, like Hugh Jackman's Wolverine or some of these other returning X-Men characters like Kelsey Grammer's Beast, and before we get our own versions. But there is plenty of time in the Mutant Saga, the one that comes after the multiverse saga, for them to explore these characters and these stories. And so I just really hope that with the new characters they decide to bring in, they don't press the fast forward button and go through too much of the classic stuff that, if done correctly, they could do for multiple decades. And yeah, maybe they're not going to revisit the Dark Phoenix saga anytime soon, but they could definitely redo Age of Apocalypse, especially say within the next 10 years, and it would be far enough away from that Fox rendition to be something completely new and completely different. Now, as far as Jeff Snyder's update about getting an announcement in the next couple of weeks, I think think it's one of those things where Marvel Studios isn't necessarily going to do it themselves, but they work with Deadline, The Hollywood Reporter, probably give that information to one of the trades to run out there, because that's not the sort of thing you really need to hold on to for San Diego Comic-Con or D23, but it is the kind of thing that you can sort of make a splash with, and it'll only confirm these recent reports of not only the writers' meetings, because they will have hired one, but that they're actually looking to film in the next couple of years. Now keep in mind, the last we heard about the release date for X-Men, the reboot in the MCU, it was supposed to be after the Multiverse Saga is over. This according to Daniel Rickman, who said the plan is still to have the first X-Men movie come after Secret Wars. But man, Secret Wars is most likely going to get moved back at least 1 year. If you start filming on X-Men at the end of 2025, there's no reason you would sandbag that to 2029. It doesn't take 3 or 4 years to make that kind of film. It just really makes it feel like we're probably going to get some sort of X-Men movie. But you guys let me know all your thoughts down below. Who do you think out of the X-Men team deserves to get some of their own solo projects, either on Disney Plus or in solo movies leading up to it? And if you were putting together the team and only had, say, 5 or 6 spots, who would you choose for your X-Men team? I'm all ears, as always, down in the comments. Quickly, let's get into the giveaway stuff before I let you go. Alright, we are still giving away PlayStation 5s at the channel, and as I've said, we're just going to continue to do that until the PlayStation 5 Pro or the PlayStation 6 comes out. We're also going to start giving away things more frequently here, maybe of a little lesser value, like graded comics, etc., only because Marvel Studios has far less releases this year, and the PlayStation 5's been out for a while. Either way, for any future giveaways here at the channel, regardless of the prize, all the same rules will always apply. All you got to do is be a subscriber, so hit the sub button, then leave a comment down below. Because it's truly random, the more videos you comment on, the better chance you have of winning. All winners will be announced at the end of videos in the same way we're doing here, live with my voice in the comments shown on screen. So please be safe and vigilant on YouTube or really any other platform. Realize anybody can take a content creator's photo, claim to be that content creator, and it's all a ruse and scam to try to get you to pay for shipping for a prize that doesn't exist. Keep in mind, no content creator, if you win something, will ever charge you for shipping. If you should get a spam comment like that on YouTube or really any platform, just report it to the respective platform, as they are far faster and far more thorough about getting to it than the content creator. And while you can let the content creator know, I assure you they are doing everything in their power to get rid of those comments as well. Now, the best way to keep up with the channel has always been to hit the notification bell with all notifications turned on. And as always, if you like today's video, I'd appreciate it if you hit the like button. My name's Michael Roman. You can find me in a couple of places, Instagram and Twitter at I'm Byers. You can also find me on Spotify, YouTube, Amazon, Apple, iTunes, wherever you listen to original music under the name All Fires. And while I'd sincerely appreciate you checking my music out, thanks for checking this channel out. Stick around. We'll be posting again real soon.